it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Alright y'all, today we are going to make a large bunny wreath using two Dollar Tree wreath forms. We're going to use the 14-inch and the 18-inch. You can use any size you want, and I'm going to show you how to make a large, beautiful bunny rabbit for your front door. So I want to share with you, here is one of the other wreaths that we just made together, and then right here is the carrot wreath that we made together last year. So if you missed the carrot wreath from last year, or this big beautiful one right here, I will link them down below in the description box. And also I have an Easter playlist. So at the very end of this video, I'll link it and you can just click on it and it shows every Easter like DIY, crafting, whatever that we've done together. Alright, so if you made the large Valentine's Day snowman, I'll post it right here so you can see it. It's going to be a very similar style to that, but not exactly. It's going to be a little bit different. So, alright, as always, I'm going to adjust the camera. That way you can see exactly what we're going to do. So, okay. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to turn this 14-inch wire wreath frame into a rabbit head. This is some of that wire twine that Dollar Tree sells. Alright, yeah, so it's right here. It's white. It's got like a rope wrapped around it, but this one's coming undone, which doesn't matter because I don't really need that. But the great thing is you can bend it and it's going to stay however you want because of that wire. So you can make your ears as big as you want in whatever shape that you want with this. And the best thing too, you can bend it. Like if you want your ear to go sideways, if you want it to bend forward a little bit, you can do whatever you want with this wire. Alright. Alright, so now you just need to take some good wire cutters. Just cut that off. But you may also have to kind of like cut that rope. So I cut the wire, now I'm going to use my scissors to cut the rope. Alright, so I kind of want these to be about the same size of each other. So I'll just kind of measure it against this one right here. Alright, cut that one. Alright, so now just take your ears and just kind of give them a good shape to them. Like I said, because it's wire, I can now like right up here, I can take it and I can wrap it around this wire of the wreath, around this top ring of the wreath. That. Then I'll just take this and I'll wrap this wire around it. Alright, yeah, look at that! Alright, I'm going to do the same thing with this one right here. I'm just going to wrap this wire around this top ring of this wreath. And if you want, you can cut all this rope twine off of it. You don't even need it. Alright, now that I have these wrapped around here, I'm now going to like hot glue them into place. That way they don't constantly like slide everywhere. So I'm just going to hold this and I'm just going to put some hot glue around this wire. Alright, so once your hot glue is dry and your ears, look, your ears are now attached. They're not going anywhere. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to take our 18-inch wreath form. Alright, I am going to use thick, chunky brown yarn. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Alright, I'm going to tell you. Mine is from Amazon because I wanted a brown bunny. So I could not find like the brown shade that I wanted. I looked at Walmart and Hobby Lobby. I couldn't find it. So I went on Amazon. I paid a little bit more than I would in a store, but this is the color that I really wanted. So I got both of these for $24. So basically like $12 a piece. You can use any color. You can do a white bunny, a gray bunny, a beige bunny, whatever you want. I just wanted kind of like a chocolate brown bunny. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, if you saw the snowman wreath, we wrapped this whole entire thing for the snowman. I'm not gonna do that this time for the rabbit. So what we're gonna do is just take your end of your yarn. So you can either take a pipe cleaner or a zip tie, whatever you have. So I'll just show you, like right here, this pipe cleaner. I'll just go ahead and just cut off a little piece because I don't need the whole thing, and then that way I can save that for like another part. Alright, so I'm gonna do like right here, one of the little crossbars. Does not matter where you start, just right here. Alright, so do a little twist, and then I'm going to go under and back up. That way now, this isn't gonna slide around everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna take the little tail right here, little end, and I'm gonna lay it right down in the center of that pipe cleaner. And I'm gonna do some good, tight twist around that right there. All right, so once I get that, I'm gonna cut off all that little excess right above my last twist. I'm gonna bend that down. Now, we're gonna go very easy with this one. We are just going to constantly go around, go through. You're gonna go in and out, and we're gonna wrap this around this whole entire wreath form. Just, you know, making sure you don't leave any gaps in between. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep going, just in and out, wrapping this all the way around until I get to the end, until I come back around over to here. All right, we are just still wrapping. Just keep on going around it. All right, a couple more wraps. I'm just gonna take that same pipe cleaner, I'm gonna cut it again in half. I'm gonna push it through. I'm gonna find a wire. All right, there's a wire. All right, so I pushed it through to the inside, came back around one of the little wires inside there of the wreath frame. Now once again, I'm gonna do some tight twist around this right here. All right, I'm gonna cut off these little tails right above my last little twist. Cut that off. And I'm gonna take this little tail right here and just kind of bend it and push it into the rabbit. All right, so now I'm gonna cut this off. Kind of tuck that into there. And then look, all right, this is the beginning of our bunny. And y'all, I tell you what, this yarn right here, it is so soft. It's almost like the little teddy bear topper that we made from Dollar Tree. It kind of has that feel to it. So if you know what I'm talking about, I love that. All right, so y'all, same thing. I'm going to just take that little pipe cleaner that I just cut, the little crossbar right here. All right, so around the little crossbar, I'm gonna do a little twist, and then I'm gonna take the one little end right here. I'm gonna push it in. I'm gonna bend it around that bottom wire. And then when I do that, this will not slide. It kind of like locks it into place. So once again, I'm gonna take the end of my yarn. I'm gonna lay it right down inside there. I'm just gonna cut off the excess tails of this. And I'll just kind of pinch that and bend it into the wreath. All right, so really quick, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wrap this up, and then we'll do the ears together. So, okay, same thing. I'm just gonna go inside the wreath, pull it, and just keep going in and out, giving it a couple pulls here and there, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, now that I'm up here by the ear, I'm really trying to think, what is the best way to do this? And I think, here's what I'm gonna do, y'all. Okay, when I craft as close to live as possible. I'm just gonna cut off a big long strip. Because there's no way this is gonna fit through this little ear. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut that off. Be kind of easier to work with too. I'm gonna wrap this around my hand. All right, so this way I can shove this through my ear and pull it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right there. That's what I kind of recommend for you too. Just push that through the ear and then just continue wrapping, and then we'll just start all over again. All right, yeah, so that right there, that part of the ear is covered. Like I said, now I'm just gonna keep pushing this through just like normal. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna go through this ear, pull that. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do is, I'm gonna have to take another pipe cleaner. I'm just gonna cut off a little piece, and I will now attach this back here. I'm just gonna put a little pipe cleaner right here. Pull that tight, really tight, and then lay it into that pipe cleaner, and then just some good tight twist, just right there. Now I'm gonna take the end again. I'm gonna lay this down in that same pipe cleaner that we just started, that we just used. So I'll lay that right there. And now I will do some good tight twist. And now I've got the end piece, and so I've got the end piece, and then I've got my new piece all attached to the same pipe cleaner. All right, just kind of bend that down. Now I will continue to wrap all the way around until I get back right over here where we started. All right, we are coming to the end. All right, so now, once again, I'm just gonna turn this over to the back side. I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner. I'm gonna cut that because I don't need it that big. Find part of the wire wreath in here. All right, so now that I got that wrapped around the bar inside there, the wreath frame, I'm gonna lay the yarn right in the center of that pipe cleaner. And once again, I'm just gonna do some good tight twist around that right there. All right, I'm gonna cut off the excess tails right above my last twist. All right, so I'm gonna bend that, push it into the wreath. I'm gonna cut off the end of this, kind of tuck that into the wreath. All right, so here's what we're looking like. Now we have to do our ears. So for the ears, as always, I'm gonna take that little pipe cleaner. I'm gonna attach it to the wreath frame itself, not the ear that we attached. But just right here, I'm gonna do a good tight twist around the wreath frame itself. Leave the little tail, the end of my yarn right there. All right. You could also do hot glue if you wanted. You know, you don't have to keep doing this. All right, so wrap that. Got that now attached to the back. I'm just gonna start wrapping completely around this ear. And we're gonna see what we think of this. All right. Just gonna pull some out. There we go. And just kind of lightly pulling tight. Not too tight, because I don't want to, you know, because it's a wire ear, I'm not trying to like misshapen it and make it all skinny. All right, so now that I'm coming up here to the top, because you know it's becoming rounded, I am going to start doing a little thing of hot glue. That way my yarn doesn't try to slip off the top. So I'm just going to do a little thing of hot glue on this side, like right here and here. And I'm going to start wrapping this into that hot glue. All right, put hot glue up here too. All right here on that wire. All right, look at that ear right there. Look how cute that is. All right, I'm going to do the exact same thing to this one right here. All right, so now we have the bottom piece and now the top piece both wrapped. And y'all, I still have plenty left over from that one package. I have a whole other one left here I could do something else with. But, all right, and I really could have just wrapped it completely like the snowman, but I was trying to do something a little bit different this time. All right, now we have to attach our head and our body. So for that, I'm just gonna use 2 zip ties. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through the bottom wire right here of the head and then the top wire of the body, like right here. Let me turn it over to the back side of it. Like I said, I'm just gonna go just right here, the bottom wire of its head. Just go ahead and insert that one right there. Find the top of this one. I'm gonna zip tie these 2 together. Get that as tight as you can get it. And I'm gonna do one more just to make sure that it's good and attached. All right, once again, I'm gonna get this as tight as I can. All right, now I'm gonna take my wire cutters and I'm gonna cut off all that excess tail now that that's like locked into place. I do recommend pushing the ends like into your wreath. Like don't leave them sticking out because you don't want to take a chance of scratching your door. All right, this is now attached as one. And when you're done, like with Easter, you can fold it over for easy storage. So that's like a really great thing. So, but let me put that back up like this. All right, every bunny needs a tail. So if you saw my Dollar Tree haul, I'm gonna take that microfiber duster, the kind of like the pads from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna take one of these. All right, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna like roll it and fold it over, fluff it out, get it like, you know, the size that you want, get it nice and fluffy. Now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to hot glue this. That, or you know what? I can probably just take another zip tie. Go right in here and then zip tie this. You can use hot glue, zip tie, or a pipe cleaner for this right here. Either will work great. Get that really tight. Cut that excess tail off. And look, I just made a cottontail. I just made a fluffy tail. All right, so got my head, come straight down. All right, now I'm just gonna put a bunch of hot glue on this, because if you ever got hot glue on your clothes before, you know it is not easy to get out. So this is gonna stick. All right, so come straight down. Now I'm gonna hot glue this fluffy tail on here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, all right, so y'all, you know, for me to do a wreath, I have to have it hanging up so I can look at it to decorate it. We're gonna take this down so we can hang up our big bunny. So get that twisted really good. Get those ends because you don't want it to come undone and then your whole wreath to fall. Like your whole bunny rabbit to fall. So now just kind of pinch that. I will slide that into the bunny. All right, so let's hang this up. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna add a big bow, some flowers, and kind of see what else we can come up with. All right, for me, I kind of have a theme of color-wise of what I'm doing this year. So I'm gonna do the exact same colors as we did on the big wreath. So I'm gonna show you what I have. I have this beautiful like lime green and white polka dot. This is from Craft Outlet. So you can get this at Craft Outlet online. I love them. They have any ribbon and wreathing you can think of. So Craft Outlet, this green. I also have this blue and white stripe. If you're in Louisville, D's of Louisville is where I get a lot of my ribbons too. This, and then I have some Hobby Lobby orange and white polka dot ribbon. And I'm gonna use my same flowers from Walmart. I went and got a couple more daisy picks. So I got this this is one bouquet of flowers from Walmart for like $5. And then this is also from Walmart, that orange and yellow. And I've already been using this. I've already cut off several stems. This was like $3 at Walmart. Okay, so I know y'all, you've made so many bows with me. You're probably a pro at this. You can just kind of like skip right here, skip ahead. But if you're new, or you need like a little refresher course, I'm gonna go ahead and make a bow. All I do is, I'm gonna take this and let this hit the floor. That's the best way I work. All right, so what I do is, I pinch me a tail, just like that. I just pinch a tail with a ribbon, with the print facing me. I'm now gonna bend that backwards, and I'm gonna grab it right where I was just pinching that tail. So now I've got my first loop, and I'm pinching all this together. Now this has like dangling straight down to the ground. You're gonna lift straight up into the air. You're gonna bend it forwards towards you. And then once again, you're gonna grab it and pinch it right there where you're already pinching everything else. See? Now I got 2 loops. And then I take my loops, I make sure that they're about the same size of each other. If they're not, you just adjust your ribbon a little bit. Okay, so once you get that, now what you can do is, what I like to do is, so I don't have to keep holding this, I like to take either a clothespin or a chip clip. You can get those anywhere. I always get mine at Dollar Tree. You get, I think it used to be $50, maybe a little bit less now, but you get a big old package for $1.25. They're great to have in your craft stash. So I'm just going to pinch this right there. Now I can sit this down so I can do my next color. All right, now I'm going to take the thinner blue and white stripe. That was 2.5 inches. This is 1.5 inch. same thing. I'll let it hit the ground. All right, so I am going to pinch me a tail right here. I'm going to straight down. The print is facing me. I'm going to now bend that up. So straight down. I'm now going to bend that up backwards. I'm going to pinch it once again. So now I have my first loop. All right, so now with this dangling straight down, I'm gonna lift that straight up into the air, and I'm gonna bend it forwards towards me, and I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna pinch it with everything else. And I'll make sure my loops are the same size, which they're not. This one's bigger, so I'll just kind of I'll just adjust my ribbon, and I'll re-pinch it. All right, now those are about the same size of each other. So once again, I'm gonna take another clothespin, and I'm going to pinch this one. That way it holds it for me. It holds it together for me. Alright, so now I'm going to take my orange and white polka dot, and I'm just going to cut 2 strips. I just cut off 1 strip. I'm going to use this one to measure against. So I'm going to use this to cut out my second one. That way they're the same size of each other. Alright, I didn't measure these out or anything, but I am going to go ahead and dovetail my ends. So all I do, and I can take both of these together, line them up, fold them over, get your ends and sides lined up. I'm going to take my scissors, and on this folded seam over here where I folded it, I'm going to take my scissors at an angle, and I'm going to cut that. And that is going to give me that perfect dovetail, and I just did 2 at once. So same thing, line up your ends, get everything all lined up, fold it over in half. Right here where the fold is, I'm going to cut up at an angle, and then everything's cut. Alright, so now I'm going to pick up the green and white. I'm going to continue to pinch it right here. Just for right now, I'm going to stick it right here between my thumb and pointer finger, and I'm going to hold that. I'm going to pick up my blue and white little bundle here, little bow. Continue to pinch this. Alright, so I'm not going to go like straight together. I'm going to twist this one and make like an X with the 2. Alright, just like that. Now my orange, I'm going to crisscross. I'm going to pinch my orange in the center, and I'm going to do like an X with my orange. Alright, so I got 1 strip right there. So now this one right here, like I said, I'm just kind of making an X with my 2 orange pieces. Alright, so now I'm going to take another white pipe cleaner. I'm going to lay it right across the center of this whole entire bundle that we've been pinching. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around to the back side. I'm going to get my ends, kind of adjust them so they're about the same length of each other. Alright, now, so I got that. What I like to do, I'm going to bend this, kind of like close it up almost. Give that a good pinch, all that ribbon together. Then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, and I'm going to do some good, tight twist. Alright, now, I can open this up. Now, because of this pipe cleaner, I can now start to adjust every one of my loops without worrying about it falling apart on me. Alright, so my 2, so the 2 long that's still attached to my rose, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut these off, and I'm going to cut these a little bit longer, just like that. Now once again, I'm going to dovetail the end. I'm going to fold that over in half, and I'm going to cut that straight up, fold that over, I'm going to cut that up and at an angle. Alright, so now that we have our beautiful full bow, I'm going to set this to the side, and I'm going to take some of these daisy stems. So first I'm going to cut them off long, and then I can always go back and cut off what I don't need. So I'm going to cut off a few of these. Just kind of mix it up, just kind of get a little bit of everything on here. And I'm also going to cut off some of my orange. Once again, I'm going to cut everything long. Alright, so I'm going to take our beautiful little bow right here. I'm going to wrap it around the center of its neck. Get that on there good and tight, some good tight twist. Alright, now I'm going to start fluffing this out. These tails right here, I'm going to trim these up. I don't need them that long. But I'm also dovetailing it as I do it. So now I can kind of bend that a little bit. This one right here, I'm going to trim this up. I don't need it that long. Okay? And oh no! A lot of you are going to be like, well, the tail is the back and the bow is the front. But you know what? Sometimes you can have a pretty bow that just kind of goes around to your back. I'm just going to start playing around with some of these daisies and just kind of like push them through in here just to see what we can come up with. So like that. Let's get some orange. Do some orange over here. Just kind of pushing it in there. All right, I come down here. I'm going to go up. And what I mean is, it's like it's almost pushing into the bunny rabbit. But look, see, just like that. And then when we're done, I'll just go through and I'll snip off whatever is sticking out the back. So we got that right there. Right, I'm gonna put some daisies over here. Once again, I'm just kind of like shoving it into the bunny rabbit. Maybe like that. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing over here. Oh my goodness. Can you see how pretty? This is looking so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I really like that. Do I need a little bit more daisy? Daisy like right down here. Yep, just like that. All right, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna turn this over. Try not to smash everything I just did in the front. But do you see how like now they're kind of like popping out the back? All right, so now I'm gonna take my wire cutter and I'm gonna cut off anything that's sticking out of the back. All right, now the back is all nice and cleaned up. Of course, this is our bow right here. I'm gonna trim off the excess. And then I will bend and push that into the wreath. See? It's nice and clean. All right, you can also hot glue your stems. Put hot glue in it as you're putting them in, hot glue on the very end of it, pop it in there, and it's gonna attach to your rabbit. So I like to get mine in there first because, you know, because sometimes the first time you put it in there, you may not like it, but you already got hot glue everywhere. So once I get it how I like it, then I will start adding some hot glue here and there. All right, so that is right there. So it's a little bunny ear. I think I'm gonna bend one. All right, y'all know I love me some bows. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do the same thing, but on a smaller scale. Now I'm gonna make a bow for up here at the top of her ear. Okay, so I just went ahead, I made another wreath the exact same way, I went ahead and made another bow the exact same way, because I know you did not need to see me make another bow. So I just went ahead and did it a little bit smaller though than this one. Same thing, pipe cleaner. I'm now gonna wrap it around this little ear that I just bent. So wrap that around there. And I'm gonna tie it, twist it around the back of this ear as tight as I can get it. Once again, I'm just gonna take some daisies and I'm gonna start filling it in. Take some flowers and just add some pretty flowers to it. Alright, I just add a little orange and yellow right there. And I'm gonna try to do like one of these little like single daisies. That better. I like the flowers all just kind of being like this right here. Now I also have some carrot picks from Dollar Tree. Let's see what these will look like. Maybe do like a carrot right there. Should we do one over here too? What do you think if two carrots being on the same side of each other? I do have one more. Let's see. Maybe like 2 there, 1 here. Alright, these I do have to hot glue because they're heavier. Alright, so this, because I like where it's at, I'm just going to lift it out. I'm going to put hot glue on the stem, and then I'm going to push it back in. Alright. Now just hold that until that dries. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to pull that stem out enough, get some hot glue on it, and then I'll push that back in. Oh my gosh, y'all. This rabbit turned out so cute. I love it, and I love the size of it. Like, it's so big on a budget. Seriously, 2 Dollar Tree wreath frames. The wired, any kind of wire that you have. If you have a wire hanger at home, bend it up into some ears, and if you can, like, wrap it around a little bit and then hot glue it into place. It's so cute. I love it. And just remember, you can use any color ribbons that you want. I love to mix colors together. I love to mix polka dots and stripes. And yes, I have 2 polka dots, but I have a large polka dot and a smaller polka dot. And then of course my stripe. You can use any colors you want. You could do pastels. You could do black and white and orange. You know, whatever it is that you have at home or whatever you can find. I do, like I said, I love Craft Outlet. I am not sponsored. They don't know who I am. But like I said, you can go on there and find any kind of ribbon that you're looking for. And it's very, very affordable. But you do have to pay shipping. So just, you know, if you're going to do an order, kind of get everything that you need. It's so pretty. And I'm telling you, go to Walmart. I know not all of us have Hobby Lobbies. Go to Walmart. They have a great floral section. I mean, it's kind of small, but they have some beautiful stuff. I mean, these daisies are Walmart. These orange and yellow, which I think are so perfect right now for like spring, Walmart for $3. And I will say, using that microfiber pad from Dollar Tree just made the biggest, fluffiest tail. And it's a really good size, especially for having a rabbit this big. It needed that. It needed a big tail. And I know some of you are not gonna like that I have a tail with the bows, but it's okay because it's so cute and it doesn't have a face. Yeah, and if you do this, like, I really put your flowers in there. Kind of play with your flowers. Then when you get it where you want them, pull it out a little bit, add your hot glue, and then push it back in. You know, because I very rarely get lucky that the first time I put a flower, it's where I'm gonna leave it. No, that's not real life. You know, you're gonna play around, you're gonna move it and adjust it. Then do your hot glue. All right, y'all, I love this. I love the big wreath that we made. And did you see our little marshmallow toppers? The little hats that we just did for Easter? I got some right here. Y'all, I tell you what, and a lot of you loved this basket. I mean, do you see like my coloring? All the browns and the oranges, I love it. We just made this little marshmallow hat, little topper. Seriously, it's so cute. So if you missed the video when we made these, I'll link it down below for you. And it'll also be in that Easter playlist. It's so, I love it. And a lot of you, the little chick and the egg was your favorite. So cute. And here is one of the bunny rabbits. Once again, that brown little pom-pom tail. I love it. And we got the little bunny butt, and then we have another chick that we did. Oh, and we did a carrot. So we did 6. Y'all, we did 6 toppers in that video. The beginning I show you step by step, just in case you're new, step by step how to make it. But then after that, it's just a more like decorating. But I love them. And I love this. and of course, I love to read what you think, your wonderful, supportive comments. And thank you. Thank you to those of you that went over to Presley's channel and that you liked, you subscribed to her. Y'all, her face lit up. If you could have seen, because I didn't tell her that I mentioned it, just her face when she went from a couple subscribers to now she's over 500. I mean, just thank you. And I will also link, like in the description, I'll put, her channel's called Presley's Home. But when you type in Presley, Elvis pops up everywhere. So I'll put the little link if you're interested. She's just doing like shorts, like 1 minute shorts. She did a video the other night. It was like almost 2 minutes, but you know, she's trying to find her groove and she loves it. You know, she's more, now let me say, she is her own person. I am very smiley, happy, bubbly, perky. That's my personality. So she is her own person. It is her channel. She's doing, you know, her thing on there. So I'm so proud of her. But anyways, I'll start rambling. I just wanted to say thank you for the love that you're showing to her. But all right, that's it. All right, several more Easter projects coming up, crafting, decorating, all the good, fun stuff. I love it. I love holiday crafting and decorating. So, but all right, if you like this video and you think that this is adorable, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. And if you've not yet subscribed, when you click the little bell, make sure you click all. That way you're notified for everything that I do, because I get several comments of people saying they miss out on things. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing, and I don't know. I don't understand it. All I know is, you know, just hit subscribe and then click the little bell that says all. That way you're notified for everything I do, regardless if you're maybe interested in that or not. At least you know that it's out there. But all right, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.